Hi, and welcome to the last week of social policy before spring break. And so I'm going to have a pretty light week for you this week. We're just going to actually continue the discussion from last week. So I know you watched Brian Stevens' video, and I'm going to have you actually just answer each other's posts on there. So you can just get this done within 3 days if you like, and go ahead and log on 3 different times and start responding to each other. Um, then I want you to post an initial discussion to Dropbox, to discussion 6.2, and that's due this Sunday by midnight. But I don't want you to respond until the following week. So you're going to take basically a week off, and this discussion is just going over some more concepts from this section here. So it's looking at social movements. So I want you to start a discussion on this, but I don't want you to actually start responding again until we resume class. I also have a Dropbox called Midterm Feedback, and this is actually a questionnaire that one of my colleagues actually used in the past. And we're coming up to the midterm of the semester, so I want you just to answer 2 questions. So it's just 2 short paragraphs. One is just what's working for you at the class. So I want you just to let me know, what is working. And then I want you to also answer one for what is not working or should be improved. So, I want your feedback to see how the class could be improved, or if you have anything that, might need to be addressed. It's a chance for you to send me something during spring break, and I can go ahead and get back to you. And again, if you don't feel like responding to that, you could just go ahead and just give me no feedback if you like. This is this is not required, so there is a Dropbox for it, but I'm not going to grade this. But the Dropbox will just have information. This information for me, so to know about going forward. Also, I'm going to start doing midterm grades for the class. So if you have fallen behind, I may have your grades flagged for the advisors to get in touch with you. Otherwise, you might get an email. So you can get back to me and let me know that you're having a problem, and we can try to get that figured out. I'm also going to put up towards later on in the week, I started working on a rubric for the paper. So I'm going to put up a Dropbox titled paper later on this week. The paper is not due for a while, so don't worry about if you see that. Don't panic. But I want you to look it over. There's going to be a rubric attached to it, and so you can see what my expectations are for the paper. This class historically has always been done face-to-face, and so in transitioning this class from being a face-to-face to online class, I'm replacing a live presentation. So people used to stand in front of the class and present orally to the whole class on the same topic, and so I'm transitioning this over to being a paper, but I still want to have the same feel. So I'm trying to make the rubric reflect that. But I'll put that up later on this week. You are not obligated to start working on the paper early, but if you do feel like it, that's fine. And I'll have the Dropbox. So if you work on the paper and you get stuck, you can put your paper in the Dropbox and send me an email, and I can respond back to you, and you can work on it and then resubmit it later on. Or if you have a lot of motivation to get done early, you could complete the paper early if you like, and I can get it graded early, and it give you a chance to go ahead and resubmit it if you don't have a great grade and you want to fix that. But otherwise, I want you to have a good week for spring break. I know a lot of people leave town a little bit early, so that's the reason I have no quiz scheduled this week, and it's just going to be a light week for discussion. So make sure you respond to each other's posts, and you at least put the new thread up for the next discussion that will start off when we return from spring break. And again, I'd like for you to complete that Dropbox assignment. Like I said, you're not obligated to do it, but it does provide a lot of help for me to know if there's any problems or if things are going great. I want to hear that too. It's nice to hear back if someone has some positive feedback. But again, if you have any questions, feel free to email me. I'll be on D2L all spring break, actually grading, and have a good week. Thank you.